Hi, everybody. I'm trying something new. I thought I would just come on from one of the top of the mountains of my favorite spot in here in Park City to get away from the construction noise in my neighborhood and to commune with nature on this full moon lunar eclipse day that we have. And I found myself talking a bit about it the last few days at my soul sanctuary on Tuesday night, a monthly gathering that I host for 8 women each month. And it's a really powerful closing of a chapter. And I'm sure many of you are feeling the heightened emotions that are stirred with the swell of the full moon, which is usually about emotion. The moon governs our emotions and the water within our body. And full moons are like the crescendo of right before we release. And this particular full moon is also a partial lunar eclipse in the United States. And it's at its peak tonight at 10:12 Mountain Time in Utah, in Park City. And I feel like we have been living in the in-between, the solar eclipse that happened on August 12th. And now today, the full moon partial lunar eclipse is like this window of change. And eclipses often mark change. They mark endings. This one in particular marking things that have been beneath the surface or patterns, karmic relationships, karmic contracts with ourselves, our patterning, our habits are coming to a completion. And I've been really curious about, like, what if we didn't have to carry that forward? Yes, we spiral as we evolve in our timeline. But what if today marks the completion of a timeline that we no longer need to carry forward? And I'm questioning that for myself. Like, what if the person I've been striving to become and improving my entire life, what if I am enough today, right now, as I am, forever and ever to be? And I'm really curious about that. Um, Today also marks this axis of Pisces and Virgo, where the full moon and the eclipse is on this axis of Pisces governing emotion, our ability to feel, to sense, to dream, to receive. It's very watery, very fluid. And it's juxtaposed with Virgo, which is very grounding and the energies that want to organize, that want to name, that wants to put things into places, that wants to have factual evidence. And I've been curious about how these two forces can be in existence at the same time. Like, how do we hold both spaces at once? How can we live in the harmonics of the weave of both, where we can really tune into the sensitivity, the sensitive beings that we are becoming, that we are more fully now than ever, and not necessarily need to understand it, explain it, name it, concretize it, define it. And that's been really hard for me. And that idea floated in on Monday when I was preparing for my soul sanctuary. That for the first time in my life, I'm noticing that I have less of a need to name things or to claim them to be true. And I find when I'm in community, that tendency to want the tool, the tendency to want to explain something that's happening that maybe we can't see or we sense and know, but we can't necessarily put evidence behind it. Our minds want to put evidence behind it. And I really notice that that has been my way for so long, where I have like collected information from so many different sources, systems. I just love taking information from as many places, diabolically opposed sources, and bringing them in to marinate with my own intuition to see um, if it resonates. And I've been really curious about noticing that I actually, for the first time, have had less of a need to understand, to explain, to distill, to share. And that has been my mode of collecting information, mixing it with my own intuition, distilling it, and then sharing it, teaching it. And right now, in this in between of the Pisces Virgo axis of this full moon lunar eclipse, I'm really curious about, can I really notice what I'm noticing without a story, without assumption, without judgment, without needing to um, put it into some explanation. So I actually think that's freaking funny because I'm here live trying to explain what's going on in my head. But that is the energies of this time right now. And the eclipses is closure. And the lunar eclipse with a full moon is at the peak of an ending of a cycle where the newness will start to come in tomorrow. So I'm sure you are seeing, sensing parts of you that are transitioning out of form and into the formless. Loved ones, friends, community members, people are transitioning. They are exiting now more than ever. Um, and actually, as I say that, I don't even know if that's true as a stat, but certainly in my life, I feel and know more and more people that are in my personal field that are transitioning out of this incarnation in human form and into spirit, into the formless, where their light continues, but without a body. And so if you know someone or you're going through a loss right now, my heart is with you. I feel like there is so much grief coming up for loved ones passing over, for parts of ourselves that no longer have a place in the new world that is beginning, that is here right now. And I genuinely feel that for you with Elf, that's shedding these parts, and so much love to the people losing loved ones. If you need a safe space and an awesome podcast, I highly encourage you to go to Good Grief. It is a podcast by Skylar Jackenthal, who is the sister of Sam, who passed on a long time ago. But that was the spirit of creating the Live Like Sam foundation that I'm on the board of. So she's created a beautiful podcast for her own grief that is offering such support to other um, young people, family members, parents who have lost loved ones. So check her out if you can. My dog is barking, and I'm hoping there's not a moose up here because I am filled with lots of wildlife here up on the top of this beautiful hill. So wherever this is finding you, hey, Toby, come here. Come here. Tobes, come here. This is hilarious. I may have a moose right here. So we'll see. My protective animal. Today is a wonderful day to find grounding, to find the ability to be in nature. You don't need a special practice to really tune in to what you're ready to complete, what you're ready to honor, what you're ready to embody, but just allow the earth to receive what you're ready to give her. And you don't even need to know whether it's parts of yourself that you're not willing to carry forward, whether it's tremendous love that you have for somebody that has passed on, whether it is patterns or habits that just really don't serve you any longer, or that you've just outgrown, they're not with you. Just allow Mother Earth to draw that out of you and really give it to her. You can lie on the ground, you can simply stand or sit. You can hug a tree and ask the tree to absorb the distortion, the dissonance, the dis-ease, whatever it is that you're ready to fully complete. Because how cool would it be that if tomorrow, after we're on this cusp of the full moon, we're on the release of a new beginning? Like, what if we could really start anew and give ourselves permission to be new, whatever that is, to have a fresh start, to see people, loved ones, relationships with completely fresh eyes, to see ourselves with completely fresh eyes, to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, I see you, I appreciate you. Because in my opinion, there are billions and billions of souls that never got the chance to incarnate at this point in time in history on planet Earth in human form. And we did. If you're listening to this, if you're seeing it, how lucky are we to have this breath, to have this body, to have this light source within ourselves, to be used in service of mankind in the best way, in the most aligned way we can with our soul. And each one of us has that uniqueness of frequency, of purpose, of impact, of becoming, of curiosity, of love, of light, whatever you name it to be. We all are here for a reason, and it's so precious. So if you're tuning in and have lost loved ones who are transitioning, or you yourself feel like you are transitioning, I just invite you at some point this afternoon, tonight, wherever you're seeing this today, to just take a moment and give thanks for your breath, for your body, and allow the earth, in whatever form speaks to you, to really resolve the unresolved, to allow healing and presence to be, so that you can start tomorrow, start today with a complete fresh blanket canvas, knowing that you are perfectly designed for this moment of beingness, whatever that means to you. So be gentle with the Pisces Virgo axis of lots of heightened emotions, lots of releasing, lots of endings, lots of humans transitioning out of form and into the formless right now, and parts of ourselves that we cannot carry forward in the new timeline, in the new earth, in the new way we want to be. So if you're yearning for a new reality, create it. You are that reality. We get to choose what that is. And I invite you to join me to have tomorrow be the freshest, most alive, most loving, most light-filled day as the first day of however many days we get to be blessed with here, to live and lead our light. Lead, that's funny, live and lead our lives with the light that we are. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for my ramble. This is the first time I've ever done a live, whatever this is. But I wish you an incredible full moon lunar eclipse. May beauty be the way. May you know how important you are here to this planet, to the people that love you, to your friends, to strangers. You make a difference just by being here. And I pray that you see your light.